Hey guys, it's Danny here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it is a pleasure to join you. In this video, we're going to do a question from the November 2018 Grade 12 Physical Sciences Paper 2. This question deals with the activation energy of reactions. The question states, activation energy can best be described as the minimum energy required to, and then asks us to fill in the blank. So according to collision theory, chemical reactions proceed when molecules collide in the correct orientation and with sufficient kinetic energy to cause a reaction. So those are the two conditions that need to be met for an effective collision. In this case, the best description of activation energy would be the energy required to cause effective collisions, which is option A. So let's go through the rest of the options and see why they are not suitable descriptions of the activation energy. Option B says that the activation energy is the minimum energy required to make reactant molecules collide. So inside a substance, even if it is a solid, there are always tiny vibrations, meaning that when two substances react, the molecules are always colliding, although not always with sufficient kinetic energy to cause an effective collision. So that means that there's no minimum energy required to make them collide. So option B is not the correct choice. Option C says that the activation energy is the minimum energy required to change the orientation of reactant molecules. But the collision of particles inside a substance is a very chaotic process, so it can't always be controlled to the extent of being able to change the orientation of the reactant molecules. It's essentially a highly random process. And effective collisions just happen because of the sheer number of particles that are colliding. So C is not the correct option. And then option D says that the activation energy is the minimum energy required to increase the kinetic energy of the reactant molecules. So while the kinetic energy of the particles does need to be increased beyond the activation energy for effective collisions to take place, the activation energy is a constant for a certain reaction and not the process by which the kinetic energy is increased. So that would be a change in temperature, for example. An increase in temperature would increase the kinetic energy of the reactant molecules and bring it past the required activation energy to cause effective collisions. Okay, so D is not the correct answer either. Okay, so before I go, I'd like to say a very special thank you to our epic sponsor for making this video possible. Read all about them in the description below. Be sure to visit our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, you can send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until next time, stay epic.